All right, so this is video number 4. We are back in Dreamweaver. We've just taken a look and developed our wireframe. Uh, for this exercise, and for the sake of time, I'm not going to walk you through developing your mockup in Photoshop. I'm going to do that at a later date in class with everyone so that we can work through any questions that you might have. All right. So first thing that I want to tackle is I want to essentially start from the top. So the first thing that I have, the largest element is going to be that header. So that's what I am going to start with. So I'm going to type in header and I can hit enter and it will finish filling that out for me. Once I hit that close bracket, it's automatically going to generate what we need. So inside of header, I need a nav. And so I just closed out the close bracket and it automatically creates that closing tag for us. So let it help us out as much as possible. Okay, now I am going to develop my navigation bar. And so remember the pages that we need to have for our navigation, that top level, that top level within our sitemap, and that's blog, writers, contact, and a link to West Texas A&M University Department of Agricultural Sciences page. Okay, so this is going to be fairly familiar. We've done this in class already. That's going to be an unordered list, and we're going to need some list items in there. And within that list item, I need an anchor tag and an href. And in this, it's going to be index.html. I'm going to close that out, and this is going to be home. To save some time, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it the number of times that I need it. So next is going to be blog. That's the name of the HTML page. And blog is going to be the hyperlinked text. Writers, contact us. I have one more. The WT Ag Department, or we'll just say WT Ag. We can change it later. And this is going to go to, let's get that URL correctly. So that's the link we're going to use. So not too bad so far. That was pretty easy to put those list items in there inside of our unordered list for our navigation bar. So the next element is going to be a div with a class named hero_image. That is going to be after our navigation. So div class hero_image. Okay, and in here we're going to have an image, image source. The name of it is going to be hero, and I'm just going to call this hero1. It's going to be kind of like a placeholder for now, and so it's we don't have it quite yet, but it's going to be a placeholder for when we get to that section. So it looks like that's going to be everything for our header. So after our header, we're going to move on to a section. And in this section, we are going to have 3 divs with a class of COL3. I'm going to close that out. Remember, we're going to have 3 of these. Okay. And if you would like, you can put in a quick title, column 1, just to help you kind of visualize it a little bit. This is by no means necessary. This might just help us kind of visualize things just a little bit. Okay. Next is going to be one more section. Oh, and before I forget, each of these is going to have an image. These are going to be, we'll call them preview 1.jpg. This hero image is going to be .jpg. I forgot to put that in. Okay. This one's going to be preview 2. This one's going to be preview 3. It's going to be column 2, column 3. All right. I do need to place that image inside of the div. Alright, so we have our image, our preview image in each of those columns so far. I do need some paragraph text, and I'm just going to grab some filler text for now. And so I'm just going to grab, it's not what I wanted. Cat lorem ipsum, it's funny. I just want 1 scoop. So I'm just going to grab just a little bit of this. I don't need too much of it. And so I'm going to put in a paragraph of it. And just so we have something to kind of help us visualize what we're looking at, I'm going to add that for each column. Okay. Alright, for each of these at the ends of those paragraphs, I want a button that takes us to another page, but I'm going to hold off on that for now. Alright, so let's go back to that section that I started creating before I got sidetracked. Once again, I think I just want an image here. I don't think I want anything else, so I'm just going to put, I don't know, about Hero 2. It's still going to be kind of that large format. .jpg. Okay. So after that last section, we're moving on to a footer. And in that footer, I'm going to do my 3 columns again. So div class COL3. So I'm going to need 3 of those. Just going to copy and paste. we go. In this first one, we're going to have a list of all of our links. So I know I'm going to need, all of these. And I know, let's see, it's going to go in this one, this first one. Now I'm going to need all of those again. Not sure what else I'm going to have for now aside from what's on our sitemap. And that is going to be students.html. Just going to copy and paste this for time. The next one is going to be alumni. The next one is going to be faculty. Okay, I'm also going to have one for current writers. One for past writers. And I really think that's it. So that's a lot of pages. And let's see, yeah, this should be it. Okay. This next column I had intended, I'm not really sure what I intended, maybe some boilerplate information. So in this one, I'm going to put, once again, a P tag. I'm going to put some more cat lorem ipsum in there. Yep, that looks about right. There we go. All right. This third one, I know that I'm going to need a newsletter field in there, and I'm going to need 3 social media logos in there as well. So let's start with the email field first. Okay, so for the email form, I literally found some CSS. This is pretty common. People will create the stuff that you need for you, and you go and steal it, make it, edit it to where it works and what you need. So here they've provided the HTML. They've provided the CSS that you're going to need, and they provided some Java, some SCSS instead of JavaScript. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste it in here, and that's what it's going to look like. That's unstyled. So we will style that at a later date in the CSS. Okay, this video is getting a little long, so I'm going to try to wrap up our HTML as quickly as possible. Alright, inside of this div, we still need some images. I'm going to say Facebook, social media, I think this one will be a PNG. or two more, actually one more. This is going to be Instagram social media .png, and I believe that's the only two social media outlets that we have at the time. So that's what we'll be working with. Alright, last thing is outside of that, I'm going to have a small, and this is going to be our copyright. So copyright, and then we need an ampersand, we need COPY, and a semicolon, West Texas A&M, whoops, ampersand AMP, semicolon M, University 2019. Alright. I think that is everything that I wanted to hit on for this for our homepage. So you can see it doesn't look like much, but with CSS we're going to style quite a bit of it. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to save that. Uh-oh, looks like we might have an error somewhere. Tag must be paired. Tag must be paired, missing a closing div. Div class input group. Div class input group. Open to form, closed. Looks like this div should be inside of the form. Not sure how that happened. And then I need a div here. Nope, those all can stay in the same. So I'm going to save everything. I took care of that. So this one's saying tag must be paired, missing a div. Start tag was div class column 3. Div class column 3. Div class. Alright. I think I need one here. Yeah, I think that should. Yeah, that took care of it. Okay. We still have these. It's wanting an alt attribute. We can put those in later. It's just wanting some alt text so that if somebody's turned the images off or they're using a screen reader, if they're disabled, visually impaired, that the screen reader will read what the description of the alternative text of those images. But we will get to that. Alright, this is a very long video. Next video we're going to create pages. Our next video we're going to work on the CSS and then we're going to create a template and then we're going to make all these pages. So yeah, get ready for the next video.